Yeah, no doubt, right, Les?
Jim Tanning along.
Hey, Nick, did you go to, well, you didn't go to Zach Wilson's workout, but who did, and what kind of reports did you get on him?
I may not have been at that workout. I know, I can't remember off the top of my head. Did Shane go or did Brian go? I can't remember, but obviously we did a lot. Obviously we did a lot of work on him and a lot of study on him. We thought he was a really good player. He did a lot of good things in college. He did, he was able to throw the ball from different arm levels. He was athletic. Yeah, we were fans of him coming out of college at BYU.
As far as the quarterback on your team, what's Jalen Hurts' status?
We're hopeful. We're feeling good. He's feeling better every day. We're excited that we're going to have him out there at walkthrough today, and so yeah, really hopeful for him.
Is he going to practice today?
Yeah, he'll be out there at walkthrough, and he'll be taking reps at walkthrough.
Do you have to adjust anything from a typical week as a contingency, just in case, with Gardner?
Every week you have a contingency. Every week you go in there with a backup plan of, hey, what is the backup quarterback like, and you don't want to think about those scenarios, but you have to. You got to put yourself in those scenarios. That's something we talk about each week at every position. What are you going to do if this guy what happens if this guy goes down? What happens if this guy goes down? What happens if this guy goes down and you're not? And that's not just on offense, defense. That's on special teams. So, of course, that is, and will Jalen take every rep this week? I don't know how that's going to play itself out yet, and so we'll see how that goes throughout the week. But when he's not in there, Gardner will be in there.
What about conversations like with Jalen, just knowing that he's a guy who's going to want to be out there?
Yeah, he's tough. He's as tough as they get, and obviously you want that out of your quarterback, and so. Yeah, in his mind, and in my mind, he's playing, right? And so we're again, like I said, we're hopeful, and I think in his and my mind, we're both saying, yeah, he's going.
Do you have to create two game plans, one for Jalen, one for Gardner? And what have you seen from Gardner?
Again, you know what your backup likes, and you know what he does well, and so there's gonna still be the plays that you do well as a team. But again, if it makes no difference if Shane and I and Brian and Kevin like a play, the quarterback who's out there playing has to be the one that executes it. So you go through different things like that, and I don't want to say it's different game plans, it's different style. A little bit, because you tweak everything for each individual player. So it is, but again, we're playing a certain style of defense. And so there'll be some similarities regardless of who's playing quarterback.
What about if Jalen isn't as mobile as he normally would be, obviously with the ankle issue?
Yeah, that's something that we monitor throughout the week, and we plan accordingly as we continue to go on. And so, again, there is a lot of scenarios that we have to play ourselves through. Again, we don't live in hypotheticals, but we know this is a real thing that we got to handle if he can't go or if he can't go 100% or whatever it is. And so we have to. Be here a little bit later, taking care of our business and making sure everybody's in the right spot to make plays.
What are the organizational conversations, and when do you have them about weighing short term versus the long term, in terms of Jalen and how you use him, and some of the younger guys on this team?
As far as with his ankle being dinged up,
just in terms of his usage. I mean, having a run-heavy offense,
sure.
Maybe not play. Shows what he can do as a passer.
Yeah, everything really, Jeff. Anything we're doing is to win that football game. Period. And as far as long term, I think I've said this before. I'm completely focused on 1 week at a time. I can't focus on what's going to happen in the future. Whatever we're doing in a week is solely to win that football game, and I'm not focused on anything else. Do you want to be able to see him in different scenarios? Of course you do, in like the 2-minute scenarios and third and long and third and short and red zone. You want to put them in every position so they continue to develop. But as far as just long term, I mean, it's whatever we got to do to win this week, and that's with every single player, not just Jalen.
And just to follow up on that, and what is the messaging from the front office in regards to that?
Do what you got to do to win each week. Yeah, I mean that's what I was brought here for, and I got great support from everybody in this building, and it's hey, that's all that matters is winning and losing. And I know that's my job is to win as many games as we possibly can. And that's been, I've had nothing but support from the front office on that.
Nick, you said that Jalen Hurts doesn't make the same mistake twice. After the game that he had Sunday, what has he been like as far as coming back in, watching that film, moving on to the Jets, and his frame of mind this week?
Yeah, I think he's hungry to get out there again and to redeem himself off of a performance that wasn't up to his standard. And so that's the competitor in him. That's the football character in him that he wants to get back at work and get ripping again.
What's your confidence level in Nick if he's healthy enough to play, but maybe the ankle's 75%, 80%, and he can't run like he normally can? Do you have confidence that he'll be able to, be a guy who can be in the pocket and kind of change the way he plays and still make enough plays to win?
I do. Yeah, I think he's, it's not. There's been times in the year where I feel like that he's probably. This happens with quarterbacks a lot. Like they might have a long run, or they take a hit, and you got to adjust how you play that next one. We have to see that as coaches and adjust how we call that for the next one. I think I learned that a lot of that from Frank of, hey, see how that quarterback just responded to that and do this after he's tired or he took a hit. And so I've seen him do that throughout the year, obviously in different spurts, of maybe being tired or after taking a hit or whatever it is. And so yeah, I'm confident in that he can do that.
Nick, what were your main teaching points for him coming off of last week's performance?
Just the big thing was obviously taking care of the football. As you go, the biggest stat that we look at again are explosive plays, and turnover differential. And those are the ones that we really hang our hat on because those are the ones you say the odds are the best that if you win those two things you're going to win the game. And so that the big one just taking care of the football. Again, there's different things that happen for quarterbacks of why interceptions happen. The one at the end of the half. Obviously, we wanted him not to do that. Obviously, to take the points there, and then the first one though, like again, interceptions happen for different reasons, and so that one can be blamed on a lot of different things of how that went down. I'm not going to go into that more than that. I don't want to. But there, you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. And so, but again, take care of the football. That always starts with him because each and every week.
What specifically is Jalen's injured?
Ankle.
Is it like sprain or?
Yeah, sprained ankle. Yeah.
When you ultimately make the decision on Jalen, do you guys factor at all the looming bye week and how that factors in?
Yeah, I mean, what we're trying to do is focus on how we're winning this football game, and so. Yeah, I mean, you look forward to the bye week because it's we're late in the season now, so you look forward in the bye week for not just Jalen but for all the guys that have some bumps and bruises, which I think pretty much everybody's going to have some bumps and bruises at this point of the season with this many games in a row, and so you think about that with everybody. Again, what are we doing to help Jalen get ready to play this week? That's what we're focused on.
Kelce, Miles, Jordan, and Kelce.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Miles, Jordan, and Kelce.
Updates on him?
Yeah.
Miles, yeah, he's continuing to progress. Same Jordan, we got to find a little bit more out as the day goes on. That we'll get more on him tomorrow. So he's more in a. Did we have him out today or limited? So he'll be one of the two. He's limited today, and so we're hopeful. And Kelce, I believe he's out today, but again he's doing good and he's progressing. Yeah, again we don't have to make that decision right now, but Herbie will be the first one out there. But we have some good options there.
You go way back about what your conversation was like with Jason Kelce on the sideline as he was lobbying to go back in, and what that whole act was like and what it meant to your team, him going into the locker room, disappearing for a while, jockeying to get back in, and then going back in and playing at a high level. Boston Scott was almost moved to tears.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. My text message to Jason after the game is like, you're the toughest guy I know, and we appreciate the heck out of you coming back in. And it was that's what you want from your leaders, a guy that's just going to do everything he can do to give of himself to his teammates. And I think that's the selflessness of Jason Kelce, the toughness of Jason Kelce. Like, I can't say enough good things about him. Not only do I think he's one of the best offensive linemen that I've ever been around, and I've been around some good offensive linemen, I also think he's the toughest guy I've ever been around. And so,
What was he saying to you? What was that interaction?
I didn't have a lot of interactions with him because I was obviously focused on the game. I was getting updates from the trainer. But what I saw was a guy like sprinting, trying to see if he could go and continuing to do it. I'm like, it was just awesome. I mean, it was just an unbelievable. I got chills thinking about how much it means to him to be out there and fight through things that he fights through. Like they should do a case study on him to see what makes him this tough. And it's just, I can't say enough good things about Jason Kelce. He's so tough, and our team feeds off that. I think we have a tough team. And why do you have a tough team? You have a tough team because of the leadership of the main guys on your team, and it starts with him.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.